We're glad to have you join us. Here we are at the Sugar City Studio with our podcast for today. I have Nick Schultz. My name is Cornelius Lloyd, and we're grateful to be with you today as we have a mentoring moment to talk about some things that are impacting our young people, our families, our community, and the benefits of mentoring. We have been working with young people all year long, and we're coming to the close of this school year. I like what you said earlier. It's like bittersweet. You get a chance to end one, but start anew. And I want to just talk about some ways that mentoring is beneficial in the lives of our young people and how that carries out to our community. We're launching our summer skills camp this year, this summer for the first time. And we've been able to gain some traction with building relationships with families and young people. Some are coming from challenging backgrounds, single parenting homes, and COVID-19 pandemic has been upon us, and it's been very challenging as our young people have tried to get back into the flow of things. Nick, what have you seen in your schools with your families?
Yeah, so end of school year is kind of crazy sometimes. And just as we speak right now, we got 1 week left of school where we're serving, and I'll get emails or texts or calls from counselors or school administration. Like, hey, we've got these 18-year-old, whether I'm even started working with them or not, we've got this 18-year-old man, he's about to graduate or he's close to not graduating, and he's not sure what to do with his life afterwards. He doesn't want to go to college, or he's not sure what kind of job he can get, or then his home situation might be rough, and maybe a single mom, and she's reaching out like, we're not sure what to do. So there can become a lot of panic once the school year ends for not just the student or the school staff, but also the parents and everybody involved. And we get those calls of what do we do? And there's a lot to be able to answer to that. There's not always one answer, one size fits all for this kind of stuff, because it depends on the person's personality and what the young person has gone through. So many factors that go into what you advise and mentor somebody in. But what I will say is that what we're already naturally doing with mentoring in life skills and job skills and trade skills, no matter where a young person is in their situation, these things can help them along the way of figuring out where they need to go, especially as we move into these summer camps and inviting these students to it. Because they're in our economy right now, there's a lot of jobs available, but sometimes until you're exposed to something, you're not going to go out and try it. Or if you don't feel like you can have success in something, you're not going to go to it. So we can say all day long, hey, there's all these apprenticeship jobs and you should go here and you can make this amount of money doing this. Well, that's well and good. But if a kid doesn't have confidence in what he's doing, especially coming from a school where maybe he's doing poorly, he can hear everything you're saying. But until he sees that, like, oh, I can use a hammer. I can build something on my own, and I can work with somebody, and I can have success being exposed to that, then they're ready to go to that next step, maybe that job or that trade school or something like that. So that's where we have this amazing opportunity, especially this summer, to expose these young people to those skills. And even though we're going to be working with automotive or construction, we're still teaching the life skills and the job skills at the same time, so you can have confidence and you can see all the potential that is out there for you to take those opportunities. And we get to help along with that.
That's awesome, man. One of the things that I love about working with hands-on opportunities and working on the trailers is that we actually weave in life lessons with life skills and trade skills, right? And so one of the things that we were able to do is talk about the value that you have when you're able to use a tool. So how much money you can make when you have a hammer in your hand, and how much money you can make when you're using a power tool. And so you begin to connect the dots for young people. That's a phrase that I've adopted this season as well, is just being able to connect the dots. From being able to tell young people, go out, be successful, go to college, go to trade school, get a job. But how do I get a job? How do I present myself? And that's where we implement the get up, show up, speak up. And when we also realize that mentoring has some great impact after this season. So we may only have them for this period of time in their lives, but studies have shown that 55% of young people who are mentored are less likely than their peers to skip school. And so when they know that Mr. Nick is coming, or Mr. J is coming, or Mr. Cornelius is coming to school, it's like they're going to find me. And so I've had situations where we're having our Xcel time with our young people and one is not there. And so then I have to take a moment after the session and go sit down and meet with the administrator and affirm what's going on with the young person. Maybe it's their feelings that are out of whack, but affirm where they are, and then help them to know that they need to use this as a lesson to handle the situation differently later on down the line. And so we're able to provide a relationship. And as you said earlier, every mentorship relationship isn't fruitful, right? It's just an opportunity to introduce them to something they've never known before. And so we're able to say, this is a teachable moment. We often talk about that in our times together. When you are shooting the nail gun and the nail goes out from what you're trying to attach, and we always say, teachable moment. This is an opportunity to teach how you can go back and recorrect. So don't be afraid of failure. That's a part of what happens. But here's how you can adjust, pivot, and move forward with the next thing.
Yeah. My language is always like, everything's an opportunity.
I like that.
So what is your opportunity in this moment? Mm-hmm. I want to do this. Okay, well, what is the opportunity you have right now in order to get closer to where you want to go? Mm-hmm. And those are kind of the different words in the language we have to use. And it's interesting because you said 55% if they're being mentored, then this happens.
Yeah.
But that's also, people use different definitions for words. So when somebody hears mentor, they might think like, oh, everyone in that 55%, they must have someone like Mr. Cornelius with them every day of the week,
right,
mentoring them in every life decision. And that's not exactly what mentoring is. Mm-hmm. And that's what some of these stereotypes we're trying to break down, is that it's just showing up and being in their life and doing something with them and helping them grow, and you grow together. So it's just coming out on the trailer and being there. You don't have to be a professional mentor. You don't have to be a professional tradesman in any way. You just come do life together and work on something together. And then that young person is being mentored in some way.
That's good.
And it's showing up and just being there. And we've heard plenty of stories of people that are like, I learned so much from this person or this experience just because these men came in my life and were just there doing this with me. It's not necessarily the words they said. It was that like, wow, somebody cared, helped me in this particular moment in my life, and it helped me to realize I could go here.
That's good.
And it can be as simple as that. Mm-hmm. And that's where we have so many volunteer opportunities, especially with these summer camps coming up. Just show up. We've got 4 different weeks, 8 different sessions, all these opportunities to like show up, and you could be that difference just by being present in someone's life.
That's good. Here we are at the Sugar City Studios with Xcel Fuel with Purpose podcast. I'm with Nick. My name is Cornelius. We would love for you to partner with us as we mentor young people. You can go to our website, xceltoday.com, and find out more information about what we're doing and how you can be a sponsor, how you can be a mentor. Do you have a heart to serve? We have these summer skills camps that are coming up this summer. We would love for you to support. Check us out on our social media pages as well. We're out there for you to learn more about what we're doing. Once again, thank you for helping us fuel young people with purpose.
Xcel Strategies is a mentoring network that exists to empower young men with purpose and passion. We accomplish this through mentoring and training on topics such as goal setting, time management, relationships, health and fitness, financial stewardship, and so much more. To learn more about Xcel Strategies or how to support our work, you can visit us online at xceltoday.com.